Good evening and welcome back to Faith Gear YouTube channel. And this is Thomas from Faith TCM Academics, Coimbatore. And today we are going to discuss about the WHO, that is World Health Organization, which is international standard, the terminologies on the traditional Chinese medicine. That's the TCM or the traditional Chinese medicine. So first, we have to know the terms, we have to know the Chinese word, we have to know the definitions. So that's what we have to see here. The traditional medicine means the Chinese word we cannot express it, the sum of total knowledge, skills, and practice. It is all says it is all about knowledge, skill, and practice. This is what we are going to see is about traditional Chinese medicine. You have to have knowledge, skill, and practice, and to take care and maintain the health and treat disease. So first, the indigenous theories, the beliefs, the experience handed down from generations to generations. This is what we say, how it was handed over, how it has come to us, and how we are taking the generation to generation. This is what the first terms we look into it and we are going into it. So first, when we say traditional Chinese medicine, the we say Chinese, so the origin is from China. So the character by the holism or the treatment based is the pattern and identification on the syndromes of differentiations. So first, when we take about the patterns, it's coming from an Asian country, from an Asian place where there's a lot of holisms speaking, and the treatment was based on the patterns of identification or the syndromes of the differentiation. They started to see the differentiation of it. So what we say, the Oriental medicine means general terms of the medicine practice now in East Asian countries like Japan, Korea, etc. So that's what we say. And when we say the traditional Korean medicine, so there are a lot of places in and around these Asian sectors which is having the traditional, like Vietnam and Tibet. We are Mongolians. All these places where we read about medicine and the traditional practice of the medicines. And that's how we see the Tibetan medicine, the Mongolian medicine, the Vietnam medicines. That's how we read their theories. But the branches of the traditional Chinese medicines dealing with the basic concepts like theories and the rules and the principles, this is how it goes about. So, what is traditional Chinese diagnosis says? The branch of the traditional Chinese medicine is dealing with the procedure and practice of examining patients. So, how we do the examination to the patients, determining diseases and differentiating the syndromes, identifying the patterns of the signs of the syndrome of disease, and also called traditional Chinese medicine diagnosis. This is how we do the diagnosis. This is how the diagnosis should be done in the traditional Chinese method. This is how it is going to be done, and this is how we're going to do it. So first, we have to know what is the medicine dealing about and what we are doing, how we are going to handle the system, and what is the system based on. When we say traditional Chinese pharmacy, the branch of traditional Chinese medicine dealing with source, nature collection, processing, depressing actions affecting, and the Chinese medicine. This is what we call it as pharmacy. Whenever we see pharmacy, we think it's all about the Western medicine or the Western culture, but here, what it's been expressed. And when we say the formula studies, when we do the formula studies in a particular Chinese medicine, the herbal medicine, whenever we say it's herbals, we use herbal medicines in Chinese. So what is it? It's about the therapeutic principles. We have to know what is the therapeutical principles, the combination of medicine or the ingredients, what we call as ingredients here. What is the combination and the composition? See, combination and the composition is different. Composition of preparation, that's also should be known. So all this is only the formula studies of the traditional medicine, and this is how we have to do the study the traditional medicine. And when we say the processing of herbal medication, the branch of the Chinese medicine dealing with the theory uh, technology and specification and standard of the processing. That's what we say. With the theory, with the technology, with the specification and the standard of the process, which type of process has to be done to collect the preparation or the processing of the herbal medicine. That's what we see here. And when we say meridian and collaterals, see here we read the word meridian collaterals. So this is also a branch of the studies saying about the structural connections of the branches, the structural connections of the human body. This is what we're going to study. Like it's the physical, the pathology, the physical physiology, diagnosing the therapeutical principles based on the meridians. And this is what we say about the channels and the network studies. This is what the meridians or the collaterals are going to say us. And when you say about acupuncture points, again, it deals with the location, the study of the location. See, when we say acupuncture point is the location, action, indication, and of the acupuncture points. See, we are going to study about the location, action, and the indication of the acupuncture points, which is related to the theory. That's what we are going to learn. When we say traditional Chinese, like we say here's a massage technique, so we say the principle of Chinese technique in tuna. So this is again, this Chinese is concentrated with the principle of clinical use, like tuna, like massage therapist. So this is also a branch of the Chinese medicine. And when you say again, nurturing is also how we promote of the how we are going to promote the health condition, how we are going to take the cultivation again more. So again, when we say all this is like a traditional Chinese nursing, is to take care. See, nursing is nothing but care. And again, warm disease. What is warm disease? The studies which deal with the pathogenics, like which deals with the pathogens, diagnosis, treatment, prevention of warm pathogen disease. This is what we say the pathogen studies or the pathogenic warm pathogenic studies. This is what you do in the warm studies. And when we say life nurturing is not again in the healthcare, promote your health, prevent your disease, enhance your longevity, and call that is how you prevent your health from cultivation. So all these, then again we go into the exercise. See, this is what we call as Qigong in Chinese medicine. We look into the system as Qigong here. That's what we call it as exercise. And the exercise is to promote or to give the special design of physical movement, like breathing exercise, guiding to control the body, moving the body in a particular position, so that the flow of the energy or the flow of everything is freely done, so the body gains benefits, so it doesn't have any stagnation, any inflammation, any structure obstacles of flowing of blood or fluid, any body fluid. That's what we do the exercise by breathing and other things. Then again, when we see about schooling, which are the books, there are a lot of books, a lot of schools in Chinese medicine. I see a lot of schools there. We can give a lot of list of the schools, but this is what we look into that, and we have to know the types of now we look into the types of constitutions. Like when we say constitution, like we say greater yang, you look into this word, listen to this word, is like greater yang. When we say greater yang, means what is the meaning of it? You have to understand that it's greatness, it's greater thing, it is going to have a big effect on the yang. That's what we look into that. So 1 minute, I'm getting, thank you.